Hello students. In this video lecture, we will discuss the difference between function overloading and function overriding as we have this as a topic in C++ programming. So let's start this topic. Firstly, always attempt the difference question like this. You have to make a partition on your sheet, and on left side you have to write heading first, and on the right side write another heading in which we are finding the difference. So in function overloading, the first difference is basically the concept of function loading is this. In this we use more than one function with the same name, but the number of argument and type of argument will be different. So the first point in function overloading is, in function overloading we declare more than one function with same name but different number and types of argument. Function name will be same, but the type of argument or number of arguments will be different. This is the concept of the function overloading. So under function overriding, the first point is, in function overriding basically we use the concept of inheritance, and as we know, in inheritance we use the concept of the base class as well as the concept of the derived class. So in function overriding, first point is this: in function overriding, we declare a function in base class and in derived class with the same function name and same number and type of the arguments. Means in function overriding, the function name will also same and the type and the number of arguments will also same. This I will explain later with the help of example. So under function overloading, the second point is, no inheritance is used in function overloading because we are not using the concept of base and derived class. But in function overriding, second point is, inheritance is used in function overriding. So in function overloading, third point is, in function overloading the function signature must be different. Now what do you mean by function signature? The statement or the line in which we declare the function name and within the parenthesis we declare the number of arguments with its type, that statement or that line is known as a function signature. So in function overloading, as we have already discussed in step number 1, in function overloading the function signature must be different. Means the name will be same of the functions but the number of arguments and their types will be different, must be different. But in function overriding, the function signature must be same because the function name is same as well as the number of arguments and its type of the arguments will also same. So function signature must be same. So in next fourth point under function overloading, it is a concept of compile time polymorphism. And in function overriding, it is the concept of the runtime polymorphism. What is the meaning of compile time polymorphism? Means at compile time only, compiler will know that the which function call is associated with which function signature. That is known as a compile time polymorphism. But in case of function overriding, at the runtime compiler come to know that this function call is associated to which function definition. That concept is known as a runtime polymorphism. So now let's discuss its example. Under function overloading, we have declared one class name addition, and in public section I have declared one function name sum, and it has two arguments x and y of type integer, and its definition I have just add these two arguments x plus y, and I have printed its output with the help of the cout statement. And again I'm using one another function with the name same name sum, because we have discussed in function overloading the function name will be same. But see here, in first sum function there were only two arguments, but in second sum function there are three arguments. So this is the difference. Here number of arguments are different. So in second function sum we have used three argument xyz of integer type. You may take of float or int, this is up to you. And in this definition I'm just adding these three arguments and I'm displaying its result by the help of again cout statement. And in main function I have created one object a of the class addition, and as we know, the member functions are accessed by the help of the object name. So these are the member functions of the class addition. So we have to access these member functions by the use of its object. So object a dot sum, we are passing here two arguments of integer type 10, 20. It will call the first sum function, this, with the two arguments. And again second function we have to call. So I'm writing here a dot sum, and here I'm passing the three arguments 10, 20, 30, and these three arguments are of the integer types. So it will call the second sum function. So this is the concept of the function overloading. And in case of the function overriding, as we have discussed earlier, we will use the concept of the inheritance. So firstly I have declared one class, base class, with the name base. In public section I have used one member function with the name show, and in this just I am printing base class. And see, this is the close of the base class, and I'm here creating a derived class derived, and colon public, and base class name was base only, and its public section I have used the same function signature. As we have discussed that in function overriding, the function signature must be same. So name is same, and number of arguments are also same. Here I'm not passing an argument, as well as in base class this function also don't have any argument. So in derived class I'm just printing derived class. So this is the close of the derived class. And in main function I'm creating two objects, one object b of the base class, second object d of the derived class. By the use of the b object I'm calling the function show. It will call the member function of the base class, because this show I'm calling with the help of the object of base class, and with the help of the object of derived class d I'm calling d dot show. It will call the show function of the derived class. So this is the concept of the function overloading and the function overriding. I hope this is clear to all of you. Thank you, have a nice day.